So as you guys know, DeMar DeRozan, he's been on the San Antonio Spurs for like what 2 years now. Hasn't been really doing much at all. And if I was him going into the offseason, because obviously you know he's an unrestricted free agent, I would go to the Los Angeles Lakers. And for that, it's looking very likely for the Los Angeles Lakers fans out there. You guys should be happy because in this audio that I'm about to show you, he pretty much confirms it. And I'm not gonna lie, DeMar DeRozan on the Lakers, they probably winning a ship with DeMar DeRozan. Really solid player. And this is the audio right here.
You are an unrestricted free agent. You say the Lakers, Kobe was your guy. The Lakers, I'm assuming, was your team. What would it be like for you, being a local kid, to don the purple and gold?
I mean, growing up, you can't ask no kid if they want to play home, they'll say no. You know what I mean? At some point, you definitely want to have that opportunity, and especially if they want you, why not?
Right.
Why not?
The reason I'd say like it's confirms that he's going to the Los Angeles Lakers is, like I said, he grew up in Los Angeles, Compton, I think. So he has the mutual interest right there. And you could also see that he's really interested in going to the Lakers in the first place. He's been saying that, you know, as a kid, he always wanted to go to the Lakers. And the mutual interest is just there. And there's also this audio right here. He's basically talking about his plans for this free agency. And he's saying that he wants to win. And the only place right now that you can go that's a team that's going to put you in the chance for winning a championship is got to be the Lakers or the Nets or the Warriors. So he's basically confirmed that he's out of San Antonio, and the number one spot for me that I think that he would go to is the Los Angeles Lakers. But here's the audio of that.
Was an important summer for me, especially going to free agency. So I just wanted to keep that passion and drive going into the summer and really not take no time off.
Okay, let's talk about free agency. You are an unrestricted free agent. You spent the last 2 years in San Antonio. What is DeMar DeRozan looking for if he were to leave Seattle in San Antonio, if he leaves for a new home? What are you looking for?
I mean, it's all about winning at this point. You know what I mean? Going into my 13th season.
Right.
You're seeing all these guys just competing for a championship.
I hear a lot of guys say that. I've heard a lot of guys in baseball and basketball and football say it's all about winning, but they normally end up going to the team that pays them the most money. Is it all about winning? Or, you know, you want to get compensated too while winning?
I mean, you try to meet the fine line.
You try to balance it.
You try to balance it as best as you can.
Right.
But at this point, you know, you gotta weigh out the opportunity of winning a championship kind of more. You know, especially with the career I had, I've been fortunate to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at this point, you know, your ultimate goal is always to compete for a championship.
And competing for a championship is not going to happen in San Antonio Spurs. They did not even make the playoffs this year, so there's no way he's been talking about we're going to win a championship on the Spurs, unless he's like that type of loyal player that he's going to ask the front office to bring in some star players and whatnot. But I don't see that happening. I think the San Antonio Spurs as themselves are trying to bring in some young players. They've been interested in, you know, Kyle Kuzma and stuff and Ben Simmons, so I don't think they're on the track to being, you know, a championship contender next season. I think they're going to try to go to the rebuild route. So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, DeMar DeRozan is 100% out of San Antonio Spurs. Now, the question is if does he go to the Los Angeles Lakers or not? That is still likely, in my opinion. It's 100% confirmed. I would say no. But just because of the Lakers, you know, their salary cap and everything. But I think that he's going to make it known that he wants to go to the Lakers. But is the Lakers going to sign him? I do not know. And that's just because of the salary cap and everything. But I think he wants to go to the Lakers. He 100% wants to go to the Lakers. Lakers going to make it happen. We'll see what happens. But, you know, NBA draft is happening next week and everything. And trade rumors are starting to hype up. Reportedly, like, there's been people on, you know, reporters and everything on Twitter saying that this is going to be the offseason with the most trades. So that's going to be crazy to see happening. That's going to be crazy to see happening. You know, you got Ben Simmons wanting to be probably going to be traded. You got DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, he got that injury, but so I don't really think that's happening. You got a lot of other pieces going into the offseason that could possibly be traded. So It's going to be crazy to see. But with that being said, let's go wrap things up for this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Josh the Arch, and I'm out.